Great suspense thriller movie has to be one of the most precious things in the world. This may sound like an exaggeration, but our lives are primarily mundane, and movies are where we find our solace. And more often than not, some choices are obvious, and you might be surprised by others. You might also find a movie from this list in a horror or other genre list too. It is a matter of perspective, after all. So here we go. Number 10. Ambulance. You probably didn't expect to be greeted with a Michael Bay movie. When I took up this list, I also didn't think about it, let alone consider it. But the thing is, Ambulance is Michael Bay's most narrative-driven movie in years. It does have all the signature Bay-ness like big action sequences, chasing scenes, and explosions. Number 9. Bodies, 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 deservingly called A24's Among Us. Dutch director Helena Ryan's Bodies, Bodies, Bodies does come off as an unofficial movie adaptation of the mobile game that took the internet by storm during the pandemic. Number 8. Glass Onion. Rian Johnson's follow-up to one of the greatest whodunits of our time, 2019's Knives Out, which was also a brainchild of Johnson as well, is one of the most delightful movie experiences of the year for sure. Number 7. The Menu. British director Mark Mylod, who was absent from feature filmmaking for more than a decade, while doing top-notch work in television shows like Succession and Shameless, has made a comeback on the big screen with The Menu, which is adapted from an original story written by Will Tracy. Number 6. The Outfit. Veteran British actor Mark Rylance had two major releases this year, and while his fascinating performance in Luca Guadagnino's Bones and All is receiving rave reviews, his other performance in Graham Moore's The Outfit should not be far behind. More. Number 5. Speak No Evil. There is this particular movie narrative structure where a movie builds up the pressure cooker suspense over its first two acts, which sometimes even gets extended to the third as well, only to purposefully give the audience an explosive final act. Number 4. The Batman. In one of the most talked about movies of the year, Matt Reeves has put one of the most popular comic book superhero characters of all time in a detective noir, and the outcome has been mostly great. Number 3. Vengeance. B.J. Novak plays an extension of his The Office character in his Blumhouse-backed Texas set directorial debut. Novak plays Ben, a New Yorker journalist and poster child of casual hookup culture, who suddenly gets to know that one of the women he has hooked up with in the past is dead. Number 2. Decision to Leave. A genre blender in the truest sense. The movie follows an insomniac South Korean detective trying to solve the potential mystery of an old man who died after falling from a mountaintop. Number 1. Watcher. Like many 2022 movies, Watcher also branches into the social commentary territory where it focuses on the lack of safety women face along with the collective male ignorance of a patriarchal society, which goes hand in hand.